She was just 4 years old, playing by a creek in the Montana woods. One moment laughter, the next silence, no scream, no trace, just gone. What followed wasn't just a search, but a descent into one of the most unsettling true crime mysteries of the last century. Letters arrived, claiming to love her, claiming to have her. But no ransom, no demands, only eerie promises and horrifying clues. Was she kidnapped? Was she raised in secret? Or was it all a twisted game? This is the case of Nyleen Marshall, one of America's most haunting disappearances.
Welcome to Dark Chronicles, where shadows hide the truth.
It was supposed to be a joyful day in Montana, a family picnic. Laughter near a shallow creek, warm sunshine, and children chasing frogs along the water. But by the end of the day, only one question remained. Where is Nyleen Marshall, a 4-year-old girl gone without a trace? And for over 4 decades, that question still haunts the Alhorn Mountains, June 25th. 1983. Helena National Forest. The Capital City Radio Club was gathered near Warm Springs Creek Road. Families and friends enjoying the fresh air. The kind of place where bad things are not supposed to happen. Nyleen was one of the children playing near the creek. Her parents were nearby, her siblings too. When the kids came back from the water, Nyleen was not among them. No one knew where she had gone. Some said she was last seen sitting on rocks by the water. Some said she had followed 2 other children. Others remembered a man in a purple jogging suit. He had come out from behind the trees. He had walked directly toward Nyleen. One child heard her say, "My brother can run faster than you," and then nothing. The man, the girl, both gone. The screams did not come. No alarm was raised. Just silence. The adults began calling her name. They searched the area. They followed the creek. But Nyleen was gone. Completely, utterly gone. The panic grew fast. Authorities were called in. The Jefferson County Sheriff requested help. Search and rescue crews from Lewis and Clark County were brought in. Helicopters equipped with infrared sensors scanned the trees and ridges. Nearly 3,000 searches would be launched. Thousands of volunteers. Many from the family's church. People who had never met Nyleen. Still they came. They combed through the woods. They dug through brush. Divers searched mine shafts. Ponds were drained. Nothing. Not a single shoe, not a piece of clothing, no broken branch, no cry, nothing. Nyleen had been barefoot. She disliked walking without shoes. She was only 4. It was unthinkable that she had walked miles through the wilderness. Her description was everywhere. 3 feet 2 inches tall, 29 pounds, brown hair, blue eyes, dimples on both cheeks, a small mole above her left eyebrow. She was wearing a yellow shirt and short, but despite the posters, despite the helicopters, despite the dogs and the prayers, Nyleen had vanished. Cold rain slowed the search. Rough terrain made things worse. After day 5, rescue members began to lose hope. They feared animals, exposure, or worse. Still, they searched, and then a whisper, a rumor, a witness. 2 girls said they had seen a man approach Nyleen. He was not part of the picnic group. He wore a purple jogging suit. He came out from the trees. They said Nyleen had spoken to him. One child said the man told Nyleen to follow a shadow. Another said she saw Nyleen standing near him. Then both were gone. The most chilling detail. These children told their stories separately. They had not spoken to each other. The descriptions matched, the details aligned. Was this a case of abduction? The search shifted. FBI agents joined the investigation. Flyers were spread across the country. Tips came in from dozens of states. None panned out. There was no ransom note. No contact until 2 years later. In November 1985, a call came in. An anonymous caller told Child Find that he had taken Nyleen, that she was alive. He said he loved her, that she was happy, that she laughed when he made jokes, that she hugged him for no reason. He said he had taken her in, that he taught her at home, that she traveled with him, that she smiled, that she was safe. The letter that followed was worse. He described her new life, called her Kay, said she was clean, well-fed. But there were also dark lines, hints of abuse, descriptions of actions no child should endure. He said he loved her, but he said too much, too clearly. The FBI traced the call to Madison, Wisconsin. 3 more letters followed, then silence. Investigators searched the area. They found the phone booth, but no man, no girl, no car, only empty space. The letters had referred to trips across the country, San Francisco, Chicago, Canada, Britain. He said they went everywhere, that no one questioned passports, that she had grown, that she was safe, that he could not let her go. Was he telling the truth, or was it a cruel hoax? Could a man really keep a child, hidden for years? Nyleen's family did not stop. In 1989, a man confessed, Richard Wilson. On probation for assault, he said he had killed Nyleen, but he gave no details, no map, no body, no evidence. He changed his story. He recanted. He was released. Another dead end. Then another twist. In 1995, Nyleen's mother Nancy traveled to Mexico. She was found dead, her hands tied behind her back. She had been beaten. Officials ruled it suicide. Her husband disagreed. Her family disagreed. But to bring her body home, they chose silence. A decade passed. An episode of Unsolved Mysteries aired. A nurse in New Orleans came forward. She had met a woman named Helena. Helena was vague, unsure of her past, unsure of her name. She thought her mother's name was Nile. She left the hospital before staff could get answers. DNA was taken, compared. It was not Nyleen. Another false hope. Another heartbreak. More time passed. A man walked into a sheriff's office. Said he knew something, he did not. A bag of letters appeared in Indiana, postmarked from Ohio. They referenced Nyleen, another lead, another ghost. 40 years later, no sign of Nyleen, no trace, no answer, only a hollow space in the woods where a child once laughed, where a family still waits, where a name still echoes through the trees. Some believe Nyleen died that day, that she fell, that the elements claimed her. Others believe she was taken, that a stranger watched from the trees, that he waited for the right moment, that he planned it, that he followed her, that he had done this before. Was it random? Was it planned? Why? Nyleen, why that day? Why in a place where people were watching? Some said the man was part of the group. Others said he was a drifter. Some said he had tried to talk to children before. That he was strange, that he lingered, that he asked questions, that he watched too long. Was he ever questioned? Was he ever found? If he took Nyleen, where did he go? Did he drive away? Did he carry her through the woods? Why leave no trail, no scream, no sound? Why no broken branch? Why no clothing dropped? Did she go willingly? Was she tricked? Did she believe he was a friend? Someone from the group? Did he lie? Did he say he knew her family? Did he promise Candy, a puppy? Did he say her mother was hurt? That she needed help, that they had to go? No one knows. What is known is this. A girl vanished, a town searched, a nation listened. But no one saw her again. The voice on the phone, the letters in the mail, they felt real, too real. The man who claimed to have her, he knew things. He said her nickname. He described her height. He knew her face. He said she liked to giggle, that she brushed her teeth, that she read books, that she had traveled the world, that he loved her, but that he had hurt her too. His words were twisted, caring, then cruel, affectionate, then monstrous. He said he never molested her, but then described acts no child should endure. Was it guilt or bragging? Did he want to be caught, or did he want to scare? Was he sick or evil, or both? Investigators traced the letters. They traced the calls. They found nothing. The trail went cold, then came more sightings. A woman in a hospital, a girl in a store, a teenager at a concert, a child in a photo. They all looked like Nyleen. None of them were her, and still, the letters haunted those who read them. The words, the images, the voice always calm, always confident, always claiming to love her. But love is not taking. Love is not hiding. Love is not silence. Still, some believed him. Some believed she was alive, that she had grown up with a new name, a new life, a new truth. That she did not know she was missing. That she believed he was her father, her only family that she had forgotten or had been made to forget. That she was safe. But that safety came at a cost. Her name, her identity, her truth, her real family lost. Forgotten, replaced. Others believed it was all a lie. That the man on the phone had nothing. That he was cruel, deluded. That he wrote those letters to feel power. That he never saw Nyleen. That he just wanted attention. That he fooled the FBI. That he fooled the family. That he fooled the world, if so. Why did he stop? Why write so many letters? Why risk so much? Why mention so many real places? Real details. Was he real? Or just very good at pretending? The years passed. The tips slowed. The news faded, but the family did not forget. They moved. They tried to build a life. But the hole was always there. The empty room, the missing laugh, the ache, the guilt. The what-ifs Nancy never gave up until the day she died. A trip to Mexico, a hotel room, a broken door, her hands tied behind her back. Her wedding ring missing. The ruling said suicide. The family said murder. The truth unknown. Her death left more questions. Why was she in danger? Did someone want her silenced? Was it connected to Nyleen, or was it just another cruel twist? Kim brought her home. He stopped asking questions. He just wanted her back. But the pain stayed. The loss doubled. Nyleen and Nancy both gone years later. A nurse saw a girl. She had a strange name. She had no answers. DNA was taken. It was not her. Again, another dead end, another open wound. In time, people forgot. The posters faded, the trees grew taller, the creek ran quiet again. But the family remembered, the searchers remembered, the letters were stored in boxes, the phone recordings archived. But the hope still flickered. Every yellow shirt, every brown-haired child, every blue-eyed smile. A reminder, maybe today, maybe she is out there, maybe she remembers, maybe she is looking to, maybe she wants to come home. Maybe she never knew she was gone. Maybe someone will speak. Maybe someone saw something. Maybe someone knows. Maybe that man told someone. Maybe he left a clue, a slip, a whisper, a name, a place, a town, a date, something, anything. And maybe, just maybe, one day, that something will bring Nyleen home. The search never truly stopped. In offices across states, in online forums, in phone calls made in the dead of night, her name stayed alive, Nyleen. A name whispered by wind across mountain ridges, echoed in the stillness of creek water, etched into the hearts of a family frozen in time. Each year that passed brought no answers. But still the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office kept her file open. They spoke to new agents, they shared her photo, they scanned reports, they read every letter again. Every strange tip, every vague dream, every hopeful sighting, nothing ever fit. No bones found, no belongings uncovered, no confirmed trace. And yet, the sightings felt real. The letters felt deliberate, not random, not hollow, not a prank. Some believe the man may have worked in child protection, or law enforcement, or healthcare. Someone with access, with knowledge, someone who knew how to hide. Others said no, that he was just lucky, or that he had help, that someone knew but stayed silent, for love, for fear, for guilt. And so, the mystery deepened. Some years, The case grew quiet, then a post on a forum, a late-night documentary, a whispered rumor, and the questions returned. Always the same questions. What happened? What happened to Nyleen Marshall? Was she lost? Was she taken? Did she live or die? And if she lived, where was she? Was she safe? Was she happy? Did she remember? Did she know who she was? Did she wonder why she felt different? Why her memories were blurry? Why certain names felt familiar, but not real? A face she couldn't quite place, a dream she couldn't explain, a voice calling her, always distant, always just out of reach. Her brother never forgot. He said he dreamed of her, that he saw her in crowds, in airports, in cities, that she smiled at him, but never spoke. He said he would know her anywhere, that he would never stop looking. Her sister, too young then to remember, grew up with a void, a shadow, a name never said too loud, a smile missing in photos, a quiet ache. Her father said he had made peace, but no one believed him. How could he? He still walked the woods, still scanned the trees, still looked for yellow, still listened for giggles on the wind. Her photo stayed in his wallet, worn, faded, tucked behind his license, always with him. In 2018, a strange letter appeared, sent to several places. The handwriting was jagged, familiar, a mix of calm and chaos. It mentioned her name, her middle name, Kay. It said she was alive, that she had grown, that she was in Europe, that she had a child of her own, that she would never return, because she had made peace. But the letter offered no proof, no photo, no date, no signature. Investigators traced the postmark, Cincinnati again. A circle, no match, no suspect, no closure. But again, the case flared. More sightings, more tips, nothing solid, but still enough to hope. The cold case team revisited the files, rewatched the interviews, replayed the audio tapes, read the old reports. They said, this case is not dead. It is just waiting. Waiting for one person to speak. Waiting for a slip. Waiting for technology to catch up. For someone to come forward. For someone to remember. For someone to break and tell the truth. In the years since, the internet became a new kind of witness. People around the world studied the case. They mapped the timeline. They analyzed the letters. They compared the voice. They posted theories, photos, clues. Some said Nyleen had grown up in Canada. Others said she was seen in the UK. A few said she had escaped, that she was living under a new name, that she was afraid to speak, that she feared what might happen if she was found, that the man who took her was still alive, still watching, that he had raised her as his own, that he had told her a story, a lie that became her truth. And if that is true, what does she believe now? Who does she believe she is? Does she remember the creek, the trees, the picnic? Her mother's voice, her father's smile, her brother's laugh, or has it all vanished like a dream on waking? Some believe she is still out there. Some believe she is gone. But all agree that she is not forgotten. Nyleen, 4 years old, yellow shirt, blue eyes, barefoot, lost in the trees, or taken by a stranger. One moment she was there, then gone, and for all the years since. A community still wonders. A family still hopes. A nation still asks, where is Nyleen? In the end, it is not just about justice. It is about memory. It is about truth, about a girl who vanished into the wilderness or into the arms of someone who believed she could be theirs. Her story became legend, a story told to warn, to grieve, to keep searching. A story that sparked countless other searches and raised countless questions. Could this happen again? Could someone vanish today and be hidden so well? Could someone raise a stolen child and never be found? Would the child even know? Would she feel something missing, a tug in the heart, a name she can't forget, a face that visits her dreams? These are the questions that haunt those who remember her. Detectives have said. It only takes one tip, one slip, one new voice, a single moment that can change everything. And so they wait, Files in drawers, maps on walls, threads on forums, photos on bulletin boards. Faces that age with time, smiles that grow old on paper. But for her parents, she is still 4. Still barefoot, still laughing near the creek, still reaching for frogs, still calling to her siblings, still calling home. Her mother's grave bears her name, a name carved in stone, but with no date to end it, because the story never ended. Not really. Her family moved forward, but never moved on. The search never ended, the hurt never healed, the questions never faded, and for those who knew her, she remains as real now as she was on that warm summer day. The search for Nyleen has now lasted decades. It has crossed state lines, it has crossed oceans, it has crossed generations, but it has never crossed the line into forgetting. That is what matters now, that we remember, that we ask again, where is Nyleen? Could she be watching? Could she be wondering? Could she be near? If you are Nyleen, or if you know someone who might be, ask yourself, what do you remember? What dreams don't make sense? What name calls to you in quiet moments? What photo feels too familiar? What story feels unfinished? You have the right to know. The truth is still waiting, and so are we. And if you are the one who knows, the one who saw, the one who heard, the one who stayed silent, maybe now is the time to speak, to tell, to finish what began. On June 25th, 1983, in the forest, near the water, near the children, where Nyleen laughed and then was gone. The world has changed, but her story has not. The hope remains. The question echoes, where is she? What happened?
So that's how crimes end, and if you like this episode, don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on the notifications. If you want me to do some special crimes in all over the world, comment down below, or you can send us direct through email, and I will see you in all my videos. See ya!